Hey, what's up guys? A while back I made a video on apartments in Osaka, but now I want to give you a better idea on what to expect from living in a house. Let's come inside. One thing you should know about houses in Japan is that there's always a genkan area, which is kind of the entrance where you put your shoes, your kind of bags, whatever you need to kind of get out and about the house. One thing you should expect when going to a house in Japan is this Washitsu. This is a Japanese style kind of chill room. You notice here we have the tatami mats. And it's really great for having a nice cup of tea in the winter time. If you have a kotatsu here, kind of a heated table, kind of keep yourself nice and warm. Really, really nice. What I like about this is that you can expect to have the sliding door sort of closets here. And in Japan, a lot of these kind of older style rooms don't have a lot of shelving. So what you can do is get a little extendable pole at a Daiso or your local Home Depot kind of place. And it's pretty cheap, and you can put your jackets, whatever you need to do. Pretty convenient. And what I really like about these rooms is that they have the sliding door, so the windows really give yourself a nice zen vibe. But what we have here is a nice little bathroom. And Japanese bathrooms, what I really like about them is that they tend to have the electric style toilets. So right here, this toilet is warm. No more waking up in wintertime, having cold buns on the toilet seat. You never have to be scared. Perfect. And what I like about the Japanese bathrooms is that these toilets also have the nice electric bidet. So if you want to squirt your butt or kind of clean yourself off, really convenient. And it's pretty standard in Japan to have these sinks attached to the toilet as well. So if you want to wash your hands right after taking a dump, pretty convenient. And again, you can kind of put your own little extendable shelf. Pretty nice. Put your toilet paper, maybe some scented oils or something like that to keep it nice and fragrant. And what I love about a lot of Japanese toilet things is this right here. Instead of having to like unplug the little thing, you just boop, and replace the toilet paper. Come on, America, where is this? You need to make this a standard, please. Grand surprise, we have the kitchen. It's pretty common in Japan to have a gas con, which is instead of a stove, it's kind of gas powered, unlike the traditional American style. But what's really nice is we have this right here if you want to grill some fish and kind of keep the smell from making the whole house all smelly. Really nice. And you know, it's gas powered, so you do have to replace the battery with some gas there. But a lot of Japanese kitchens have some nice convenient shelves, really cool. But if you want to vent out the place, a lot of Japanese windows also have these sort of vents here. But because the houses are so close together in Japanese neighborhoods, you have to be careful. You can't be too loud. My owner here, he has a rule that you can't have like pianos and stuff. So kind of under the table, we have the electric piano we're going to bring in. But you know, keep your headphones on so you don't disturb the neighbors. And for sure, if you're a singer, they're going to hear that stuff. One thing you should note about Japanese sinks is that right here, a lot of older sinks have like a really deep net here. This one's a little more modern, so you can just replace it easily. But unlike American sinks, for example, we don't have the garbage disposal, so we have to replace with bags pretty frequently. So if you're the kind of person who is lazy about cleaning your sink, you're probably going to get cockroaches. So one big thing, please clean that out. Probably maybe twice a week if possible, or every time you cook rice and you have like dirty rice filaments. Good idea. And right here is the bath heater. So in my previous video, I mentioned how we have one of this, and this is to change the temperature of the water with the whole house, including the bath. Really cool if you kind of change it right there. Whoa! So So if you want to practice your Japanese, there you go. You got some listening device stuff there. One thing about Japanese homes is that their kind of sink layout is pretty standard. You have the nice little things here, but over here, in a lot of American homes, we don't have this little square for washing machines. You just put it where you want. Japan, for some reason, is like, you have to have it this way. They have this here to kind of prevent water leaks and stuff like that. Here we have the Japanese bath, and Japanese baths are a little different from the Western style. So we have the shower part right here, which basically in Japanese bath culture, you shower and rinse your body off before you go into the bath. And that's so the family can all use the bath water and not kind of have it dirty after each person gets in. So this way the whole family can have fun. And you know, pretty deep bath with Japanese baths. Already loving it. And this right here is to kind of keep the Japanese bath water warm. So you can put the cover on, leave it on for the whole day, and it'll still be warm. So really, really convenient. I actually wish Americans would adopt something like this, make it more standard. Really convenient. And then here, we have a special kind of flooring. So this is to protect against slippage, but also it's especially made so it dries really fast, so you don't have to worry about molding. And of course, you want to turn on the ventilators after you're done bathing and stuff, but really, really nice touch. Again, America, you gotta step up your bath game. All right, so let's head upstairs. So, you know, typical Japanese staircases have really steep stairs, so especially for elderly homes, we have the handrails on the side. Here is a kind of living room here, and pretty nice. A lot of Japanese homes have adopted this sort of faux wood. It's like not foam, but also not leather. Or, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like soft. So this way it kind of isn't too hard on the feet, but also gives you some insulation. And pretty nice open area. Again, you want to be careful about the noise because your neighbors are just right there. So I could literally just like jump on the roof if I wanted to. Kind of crazy, but also kind of cool if you want those Assassin's Creed sort of vibes. And then over here we have one of our verandas, and in Japan, I talked about how a lot of people do hang drawings. So up here, you know, you can put out maybe a line dry, or they have these little racks that you can set up outside and just dry your clothes for like your bedding, sheets, futon stuff. People often just like hang it over the side there and just let it dry over the day. Let there be light. So this is going to be the bedroom here. So we have another veranda, which is really nice, and out here, it's kind of a step, but we have, again, the hang laundry, so you have a pole that kind of goes across all the way to the other side where you can hang, dry your laundry. Kind of cool. This particular place has AstroTurf, which is kind of weird, but I'm kind of digging it too. It's kind of nice. So there's that. But also, again, we have the traditional sort of closets, and this one actually already has a pull in, so probably put your jackets, stuff like that. And it's pretty typical to have an upper shelf as well. This shelf over here is actually more traditional. So traditionally, you would put your futon here, and then you would put like your sheets or extra clothes or whatever there. So that's kind of nice. Again, you have the sliding doors, which is pretty nice. So this way, if you want to put your bed here, you don't have to worry about the door kind of opening up and getting in the way. Pretty convenient. And this is the coolest part of this house. Not all houses have it, but this one has a little attic, so you just kind of unlock and then slowly pull down. What's nice is that it's not so scary because there's tension going up like that, so it's not going to just fall on your face. And then you can slowly let it down, and you know the ladder's not going to hurt you, so it just comes out kind of like this. Be careful though. And and then comes down, pretty chill. And then, bam, we have a whole attic up here, pretty cool. Let's take a trip up here. It's kind of interesting, get a good look on Japanese scaffolding, architecture, a bunch of wood in here, some windows, but probably just store your extra luggage when you move in, stuff like that. Maybe some boxes, old memorabilia, things you don't really use all the time. But the fact that this place has one is kind of surprising because usually I think it's not so common, so there you go. This house is about 30 years old, and what's nice is that in Osaka, it seems the trend is that owners are taking their old houses and renovating them to give it a nice modern touch. And that's why you'll see a lot in these houses, traditional aspects like the Washitsu. While you can get a new house, if you really, really want a new house, expect to pay a lot more. Whereas these renovated houses, you might be worried about earthquakes and stuff, but if they're built within the last 30 years, they are up to building code, so it shouldn't be a problem, but also you're going to save a lot more money too, so definitely something to think about. If you like the video, like that video. If you dislike it, give me that dislike. I hope you don't. Give me a comment, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, definitely let me know and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Hope you guys have a good day and I'll see you guys later. Peace.